Hi, my name is Christina Edwards, and I am participating in BYU Idaho's Family 445 Club. I was hoping I could share some information with you that I've been gathering over chapters 1 to 16 and 19 this past couple of weeks, that information that's important to me. First, I wanted to talk a little bit about what family life education is, and it is gathering knowledge for families to help them grow and develop and become stronger. In the early 1850s, the roots of family life education started to develop when church and state came together and decided that they wanted to start teaching children biblical standards. And since then, it's just kind of taken off. People have come together and decided that it's important for families to have the information they need to be able to develop and be strong. I also wanted to talk about the land-grant university system. They found that having strong families can strengthen the community, as well as dysfunctional families can weaken the community. And so they are, in the college and universities, found that it was important to back this system. And last, I wanted to talk about technology. This has come very far for us. It is a great resource for family life educators as well as those that are not family life educators. There's much that we can find on the internet. The only thing is that there isn't adequate proof to find out if what we're gathering on the internet without professional help is actually what we need for our families. And so through the internet, they're coming to find that we can gather this information through scholarly references as well as professionals. This is a field that I would personally like to get into, is a parenting coach, where I can teach what I have learned and guide and direct people through their parenting process through Skype, because many of us are busy and it might be 1 a.m. when we're having the problem with our children and we can't get into a professional to gather that information. But you could call me on the phone and we could talk about it. I also wanted to talk about the approaches that I would take as a family life educator. I have found probably the eclectic approach is the closest that I personally would take, because it's many different approaches. The facilitator approach is one where you have the knowledge and you guide families. The interventionist approach is one where you're trying to transform and seek change through the education to teach those people to be different. And then last is the collaborator approach, where you specifically have that information to guide and direct those families catered specifically for them. In Chapter 2, we're talking about designing comprehensive family life education prevention programs. And the primary education, secondary education, and tertiary education, if I said that correctly, are important aspects of this. I would be the primary education. I think that's what I would directly go for, because it's teaching people the knowledge and information they need to have before they commit to, not really commit, giving them the information they need to help their families, to help prevent circumstances from maybe turning into a negative, but also giving that information to help them positively raise their families. There's the secondary information, which is intervention. If you see signs and risks, how you can prevent that. And then tertiary is maybe seeking professional help through therapy and the such. In Chapter 16, there's marketing family life principles. And marketing for family life education is very important, because it's something that if you don't have the marketing aspect there, that you're just not going to have success in what you're doing. And you're not necessarily marketing the product with family life education. You're trying to figure out what is the best way to market yourself professionally, so people can see that you're providing professional services, and trying to figure out ways that you can promote and encourage that. And so there are 8 marketing P's, but I have found that there are 3 that I feel are the most important. One is the product. And like I said, you don't really have a product for marketing yourself, but you are marketing yourself. And maybe as you come further along, you can see that there's a product that you can find. Maybe there's a survey or something that would help your clients realize what they need to help raise their families. Promotion. I kind of mentioned that earlier. If you don't have the proper tools to market yourself, then you're just going to be at a standstill. A couple semesters ago, I had the opportunity to create a website for family advocacy and to promote that. And it was a little bit more difficult than I was imagining. Without funding, that is something that you really have to do word of mouth. And I had some great friends that I'm still today seeing that website promoted, even though it's not something that I completely continuously stay on, that people are looking at it because of word of mouth. And I think that that's really important in family life education, is being able to have word of mouth. But if you don't have word of mouth, then the next would be to turn around and have purse strings is another one. And that's your funding, where you look for ways that you can seek funding, maybe from yourself providing the funding or from organizations that would help fund family life education. Maybe that's you partnering with someone to help you further this family life education, to market yourself a little bit further. And chapter 19 is about improving the practice of family life education. And this might become becoming certified as a family life educator gives you credibility, and it helps you with marketing, because if people see that you're a credible person, then they're more likely to want to have you educate them. You can also join networks that they are promoting and partnering with other life education facilities and family life coordinators. These are all important aspects to help you in becoming a family life educator. There's lots of information in these chapters that I would love to have shared with you, but these are a few that I feel that are important for people that are seeking family life education, and that will help you to guide and direct family and the people that are part of the family or influenced by family. Thank you for listening.